Hello everyone, I am Burger, and I'm here with another How Strong Is episode of a series based around One Piece, where I talk about how strong a character is based on their potential for future strength. Now, I've been gone for a while because I've been very busy with work. And by work, I of course mean putting my yellow Jub Jub in a top hat and mustache by saving up Neopoints. Jokes aside, I was reading A Song of Ice and Fire, and that book series is very long, so I took a quick break of a month to do that. In any case, now I am back and I am ready to talk about this. Now, everything I'm about to say is an opinion, and opinions are subject to change. So, if you have something to say that contradicts what I have to say, please tell me, because I am just doing my best to interpret the story of One Piece, and I think every interpretation is equally valid. So, if you've got something to say, please say it. I would love to hear it. Now, you may have guessed from the title of the video, but the character I'm going to talk about is Cracker. And this character is one of the sweet commanders of Big Mom, and I think he is actually pretty strong, and I am even impressed by one of the things he has done. Now, there are 4 categories of strength, and I'm going to start with the one that is most questionable for him, strength/willpower. Now, he clearly doesn't have the resolve that Luffy or Blackbeard have, that Luffy is solely determined in his dream, and Blackbeard is as well. So, I'm not going to give him one of those scores of 3, but whether he deserves a score of 1 or 2 is up for debate. He clearly has very strong armament hockey since he cut Luffy. Okay, but he's also got really weak resolve and freaks out if he even gets a single injury. So I think the latter would give him a score of 1. If you disagree with me, I'd love to hear your reasons. But I think freaking out if you get a single injury, I think that gives you a strength/willpower of 1. Quick reminder, in One Piece, strength and willpower are much the same thing, that you're as strong as your willpower is. Now, with that out of the way, let us move on to the next section. The next section is Devil Fruit usage, and this one, I think Cracker easily has a 3 in, that he can clap his hands and do a merry jig, and summon like dozens of invincible soldiers that Luffy had difficulty breaking. He had to go into Gear 4th in order to break them. And even then, he was strongly relying on Nami's ability to weaken them. So, even though Luffy can break these things, I think the fact that Luffy couldn't break them easily, that he had to use a very direct attack with a very strong punch, means that he can get a 3 in this category. Not to mention, he can create as many of these as he wishes, like he continued to make these for 10 hours straight. That means he can create an army at a moment's notice, and he can sculpt them into very specific shapes. I think this is pretty impressive, giving him a Devil Fruit usage of 3. Now that I have let my puppy in from the backyard, I would like to talk about the score that I think is most impressive for Cracker, and that is the score of tactics. Now, tactics includes any sort of plan you can create, whether it's honorable, dishonorable, a quick plan, or a long-term plan. Tactics is very important and very impressive when you have a high score in it. Now, somebody only gets a 3 in this category if they're able to fool hundreds of people or create a grand scheme. So, Cracker gets a 3 in tactics because he very cleverly convinced people that his real face is that of his cracker soldier. Biscuit soldier, whatever. That the fact that it bleeds jam blood and it is the face on his what's it called? Bounty poster means that it is very impressive that he can do that. So I give him a tactics of 3. That he's able to fool hundreds of people like that. Maybe even more. And finally, skill/senses. Now, Cracker can use a sword, but I don't really think that was his prime requisite. So I'm just going to give him a 1 because he's clearly adept at using it, but it didn't seem like it was anywhere near the most impressive thing ever. So 1 he gets. I think that one is rather simple. And so his score is 1331, which gives him a total score of 8 out of a maximum of 12. This is a pretty good score, and I'm really impressed with Cracker and his ability to trick people. And I've been watching One Piece on the One Piece website, where they shorten the series. And the scene where Cracker jumps out of his Cracker Soldier was pretty cool. At least in the edited down version of Luffy and Cracker's fight. So I like Cracker quite a bit. Well, that's going to be it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. Remember, if you have anything to say, please tell me. I would love to hear it. And that is Cracker's score. That's it for today, everyone. Bye.